Well, hello there, and good morning on this wonderful Sunday afternoon.
Morning on this afternoon.
Good morning on this. That's the name of my new band.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought it was smooth. I'm Bert, here to talk about games with you, along with my brother here.
I'm Jay.
I'm Cody.
And we got
I'm Gabers.
both these two.
This week brought to you by water.
By water.
Water. Lots
Good
of
for after
water.
you've been sick.
Water and cough drops.
Yep,
Yes.
water.
Yep.
See, I had a friend come down from like Seattle, so I'm already drinking again, and I know I shouldn't be, but it's like, oh god, and I gotta keep up, and you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
That's
okay.
a terrible idea.
I know. I was only throwing up 2 days ago, but yeah.
Anyways, so what do you guys want to talk about first?
Well, let's say we go in order. You know, make it easy.
Well, the order is kind of what order? Because there's two different categories. You want to do news or do you want to do games?
Start with.
Let's talk about news.
News. Let's just get that out of the way.
So we were just talking about Content ID. We were talking about Content
Yes.
ID. I don't know if you guys know what it is.
Explain
Yes.
it again. Explain it like I'm 5.
Yeah, explain like I'm 5.
So YouTube started Google started a new like copyright policy called Content ID, and it basically just there's a way for it to search through the video. It just is able to scan the video and find just where a copyrighted song or game or movie or whatever else is in that video. They'll be able to send a message to the copyright holder and make them approve having that content being used. And it's pretty much shut down gaming channels, people that play Let's Plays, people that like just talk about video games and they have video games running in the background, unless they got explicit permission from the copyright holder. So this made a lot of people very, very, very upset.
It's like,
Yeah.
so I can't do anything now.
It just
without-
puts severe limitations on
Yeah.
everything you're doing when you're just, putting out content.
Well, it's that, and it's benefiting the copyright holder instead of the consumer, and like where's
Yeah.
fair use in that?
Yeah.
Fair use. I mean, that's the point. Like,
It's just like a
just-
dick corporate move.
It is.
It's a dick corporate move.
It's a very dick corporate move, and people have been talking about trying to find different
Loopholes.
channels or ways to get out of using YouTube. I mean,
Yeah.
YouTube's the best way for a lot. I mean, the people that are complaining the most are the people that make money off of YouTube using those videos. They monetize their videos, and their videos are getting like they can still have the videos up, but once a copyright claim is held on it, they can't get any money from that video anymore. It's basically
Free.
they're not allowed to generate it's still generating income, but it's not giving it to them. Is the kind of thing. So all the big YouTubers are very, very upset because they're losing their entire livelihood at that point.
Well, anytime they use footage from a game or any representation of the game
Yep.
to display while they're talking about it,
So
then-
Apparently there's a way to exploit it too. Like anybody can just there's what was the there's some group,
there's always
the
ways.
music group.
People put full movies up on YouTube, but you just mirror them.
So if the
then-
guy that did Chocolate Rain copyrighted the song, could everybody that did a remix of Chocolate Rain, he could like get their videos pulled, so he'd be the only Chocolate Rain
Unless
on
he
YouTube?
approved, yeah.
I mean, that's just interesting. I mean, that's
You're basically breaking part of the internet in some form or
Well, I
another.
mean-
Well, you're breaking YouTube.
You're breaking, yeah.
The internet is always going to be evolving in this way, and sometimes it's going to evolve in a terrible manner. But you know what comes out of situations like this? Newer websites that come out of a lot harder. They know exactly what YouTube did right. They see exactly what happened and went wrong, and then that new one will eventually branch out.
Yeah.
I mean, we went from MySpace to Facebook. I mean, it's all going to move around,
Well,
and it's going to be
it's
constantly
Google.
changing.
That's true, though, but it's Google.
Yeah.
And they've always almost been the trendsetter in some form or another. They are the ones that have big connections on Wall Street and make laws and defeat laws or knock laws over. And
By droid armies.
yeah, so who knows what YouTube setting this precedent is actually going to say for the future of this sort of
Did we
thing.
talk about that?
Yeah.
Did we not talk about Google buying Boston Dynamics?
Oh, I heard
No, we
about
had
that.
it.
Yeah.
I thought we skimmed on it.
Did we?
Well,
I don't remember. Anyway,
I don't think we did.
Sony's dropping online support for games. Why is anybody surprised by this?
it was just two. It was like SOCOM. It was what else was it? There's only a few games.
It's like the really old PS2 ones.
No. They were PS3 games.
Oh, okay.
They weren't like. Oh, Gran Turismo 5.
Yes, because 6 is out now.
Yeah, but that was the most surprising one. It's like 5, really? Like,
They waste no time.
well, yeah, like so, like they're.
That's true.
That almost forces you to like only play on the newest.
The
version.
new one, yeah.
That's kind of fucked up. Like, what if you like? What if you're just like, well, I like.
I really like 5.
I really like 5. I didn't want to pay it.
I don't want a new console, and I don't need the new game.
Yeah,
So
there's less cars. And
yeah, I
they're
don't
just
like
shutting
what,
it down. That's
especially for the people that really don't like what the Gran Turismo is doing with their new content systems and how everything's working out with that. So
You know, that-
for them to be able to say, "Oh, you can't even play your old game anymore," really.
You know, it might even lead in. Like, we have another story about the Nintendo and Sony networks not being able to handle the load from the holidays. Maybe they were just like shutting down servers to try to like make room for other things. They're probably different divisions, but still, who knows?
Like we just can't afford to have them on anymore. We gotta move them over here.
No, yeah, they're trying. I think they might. Well, yeah, that might be right too. But
You
like,
could. Yeah, who knows? We don't work
It would
there.
be pretty funny.
Yeah.
We need to shut down these extra servers and spin some more up for handling PS4 sign-ins.
Could be the case.
There's so many of them.
Should have done it at launch. Destructoid. Named
Game
their
of the
Game
year
of the Year.
edition.
Game of the Year
What
edition.
Did
Game
you
of
bring
the
up,
year.
link up, Davis?
Destructoid's Game of the Year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
big surprise.
It is.
The Last of Us.
Yeah.
The
Dun,
Last of
dun,
Us,
dun.
I am seeing more and more, has won, I think, more Game of the Years from different people than any other game right now.
So ashamed to say I still haven't played it.
Either of you.
No.
I'm thinking about buying the Black Friday deal that had it.
It was
They
excellent.
still have those PlayStations around. It's like $200 and it comes with Last of Us and I think at $250. So it's not bad.
The ending was. It was a sad game. I think that was like the best part about it. It was a sad game.
You know, that's why I always like Spec Ops: The Line.
yeah,
Because
Spec
it
Ops.
makes you like go, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's
Like, at the end of it, you feel dirty.
it's similar to that. Yeah.
This is a fun one. ModDB's Mod of the Year.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see what this was?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Number 1 mod.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dash
Yeah.
with faces.
Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well deserved.
It was.
Well deserved. Did you see the other ones that were on the list though?
Yeah. I was pretty.
Bert, you want to read some interesting ones? Ones that interest you?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I have the list right here. We'll start off with there's Starship Aces. These are the editor's choices.
What's a mod for? What is Starship Aces?
Starship Aces was an Unreal Tournament 2004 one.
So a space is a space fighter mod for UT 2004.
It was editor's choice.
Yes?
Editor's choice.
That sounds. That's like completely different than.
Starship Aces. We should look it up.
Yeah, we should.
Should try that one out. I don't know, so I don't want to say anything. But
No, UT 2004, right?
Morrowind Rebirth was for it was like a
Elder Scrolls.
yeah. I'm just gonna yeah. I mean, there's so many on here, and I'm just trying to think of like which ones really stand out. Torchlight 2 Synergized mod. I don't know
Did you ever
if
play
guys
Torchlight 2? Anybody?
I have it, but I haven't opened it up yet. I have so much to get through right now.
Okay, well, hang on. Let's go back through this a little bit. All right, Starship Aces won Interaction Award. The Great War, I don't know what that one is for, but that won Creativity Award. Morrowind Rebirth won the Community Award. Misery won the Worldly Award. The Great War won the Visuality. I don't know.
Visuality.
Duke Nukem Forever 2013.
So the Great War is a Napoleon Total War conversion project.
Okay,
So-
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. Duke Nukem Forever 2013 won the Resi Award.
That's the one that was Duke Nukem Forever redone in the Duke Nukem 3D engine.
I think, yes.
Hold on.
Go ahead and look that up. From Earth brought the best upcoming. Torchlight, Synergist mod, Synergies mod, one got best overhaul. And then Just Cause 2 multiplayer got best multiplayer. Deus Ex multiplayer got best single player. And then Just Cause 2 got the first place. Said we want to give that to it. Second place went to the Great War. Third, the Underhell. I don't know what the Underhell is. But
It's a Source Engine mod.
oh, it's a good one. But what have you figured out about that Duke Nukem?
The ModDB page doesn't have much information as far as like explaining it. It just said that the game was meant to be as the 2001 trailer showed us. So it might just be like it might just be somebody remaking the game. I don't know. I hold on. I gotta find some article that somebody wrote about it.
All right,
Move on.
This Underhill game actually kind of sounds pretty good based on the ModDB description
What is that one about?
of it. ModDB calls it. You play as Jake Hawkfield, a special weapons and tactics officer. His wife dies under mysterious circumstances, and you find out she committed suicide. You wake up at the very beginning of the game, and you go from there. Sounds interesting. It looks like kind of like a creepy thriller game.
all right.
Might be worth checking out.
Yeah, actually, that's not too bad. So Nintendo and Sony networks having trouble meeting network demands this holiday season. Yeah, Nintendo network was down. Sony network, I noticed, I felt was really slow.
Yeah. What have you played any multiplayer games?
No. Killzone now has a free multiplayer trial for Plus users, so I just downloaded that. I'm going to be playing that this next week.
Oh.
I think that'll
Wait,
be pretty
Killzone
fun.
never had multiplayer?
It has.
Oh.
It has. I just never played it because I don't own the game.
Oh, God.
But they have a multiplayer trial, so I can get on, download
So
the game.
this holiday season, one of our relatives asked me to pick out a game for my brother. I had a choice. I had a choice here, and I was like, should I get him a PlayStation game? Because I know he'll want a PlayStation game, because he all he talks about is how awesome his PlayStation is compared to the Xbox. I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to get him an Xbox 360 game. I'm going to find one he's going to really like, and I'm going to show him how it does have the potential. And I got you Dead Rising 3, and I want to know, what do you think? Has it changed your view at all? You still... Yeah, just
We
really
can't
quick.
even get through the news first.
No, I just really want to know this.
No, we got to get through the news.
We gotta
Oh,
get through the
fine.
news.
We'll answer the question. I mean,
It has
we're not
something
going to
to
leave
do
it
with it.
hanging now.
Oh, we're going to leave him hanging.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine. I just
Fine.
wanted to know.
Why,
Just
where
remember-
did that come from?
Yeah, where
anyways?
did
We were
that
just
come
talking
from?
about the Sony network and how it was having trouble. Yeah.
So,
With Dead Rising 3.
holiday
Yes.
story.
And I got
you
the
got
Dead
from
Rising
there. You got
3.
from there
just
to Dead Rising
reached
3.
down, grabbed
From
it.
Sony.
So I didn't
Sony
use the
never got
I didn't
down.
use the Nintendo Network. I haven't
reached out,
felt the
grabbed
wrath of the
I just
Nintendo
wanted to
Network. I
know.
don't know if that was down, or I knew it was down, but I didn't use it at all. Sony, yes, I did notice.
There was actually a news update from Nintendo this morning about their outages. Basically, they said the outages were caused by an influx of new Nintendo networks being created, and network accounts being created,
Yeah.
and existing 3DS account information being moved on the Nintendo network accounts.
What a time frame to do a data
Yeah,
migration.
pretty much. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I guess the holidays hit them too hard, and they got too much new business, is what they're trying to spin this as. Is
Gotta move all that stuff around.
yeah, we had too many new people, and we were moving too much data around. Sorry.
Good job.
Good job, Nintendo.
Christmas Day. No one's going to activate a new Nintendo account today. They're going to be with their families.
Yeah, right.
Like, people are gonna buy Wii U's now. I mean, really.
Interesting to say the least.
So there's now a peripheral that might let you do a keyboard and mouse input on your Xbox Ones and PlayStation 4s.
Yeah, this is XIM4.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited about this.
I mean, it's not gonna
That's
be out
pretty
until
cool.
way
It-
later.
it
It's-
is.
It's not gonna be till like
Because
you
then
know,
I
late
can
in the
play
year.
Titanfall
With-
with my mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Or you could just get it for.
I
PC.
doubt it. They wouldn't add that. Who knows?
If they did, that would be amazing.
We'll see. I mean, that's pretty cool. It would totally change how first-person shooters, I think, are going to get played on consoles to an extent.
Oh well, we'll see. If the developer has to have ad support for it.
No, they don't. No, this is not developer support. This is third-party. Like, we make buttons do what you want on the keyboard.
just
Like, you
play
map
on
them.
keyboard and mouse.
It gives you an app on your phone, and you map what buttons go to what keys.
Really?
Yes.
That's weird.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's
But can you imagine how screwed you're going to be, like, playing against someone with a keyboard and mouse when you have a controller in a game like Call of Duty or Battlefield? I feel like you're going to get a really, really big advantage there.
Absolutely.
I
Exactly.
prefer the keyboard and mouse for that reason. Like, you have so much more you can do
Yeah,
quicker.
I would do that just so I have the advantage.
Screw them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's why I play on the.
This is how-
it's an even
this is
playing
how they're gonna
field.
sneak you
Everybody's
in,
using
though.
the best equipment
This
possible.
is the console's trick to get you to buy it. They're like, we need to appeal to the PC master race somehow. What if we give them an advantage if they think they're doing something smart?
I wanted to buy an Xbox. I just
In time.
in time.
Yeah.
exactly. I just don't need one.
There'll be
right now.
bundles.
There's no cool stuff right now.
Yeah. There's no games. I mean, you have the initial release games, and there's a couple on the side, but I mean, overall, like, I'm waiting for something really good. Doesn't Watch Dogs come out soon? 31st?
PC. Battlefield 4 banned in China.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this?
I thought that was
Siege
funny.
on Shanghai.
Okay. Well,
I read another article
there's-
on this
there's-
one.
How many times was there any like in the U.S.? Yeah, I guess Call of Duty had some.
Well, they said it
Battlefields.
endangers national
Any Battlefield
security and
games?
cultural aggression.
Was any? Well, was any of the Battlefield games happen in the United States?
Was
I
it
don't think so.
Battlefield? I know there were Call of Duty games that did.
1942?
No, because I was in Europe.
Yeah.
There's no battlefields in World War II. But they
Well,
didn't.
that's
They
like
haven't-
2142, and they did a futuristic, like,
Yeah.
China invades us or some shit.
Or
Call of
Russia.
Duty may have with Black Ops. Or, yeah, I think they did with Black Ops 2, and now Ghost.
I don't know how I feel
Modern
about
Warfare
this.
was, yeah.
But that's the thing. Like,
Okay, so basically China is calling it, they're saying this is a threat to national security. That to allow this game into our country and to continue, basically they're saying to continually accept American gaming companies to call us a threat and to make us the bad guy over and over, we're going to just go ahead and ban it from our country.
Russia didn't do that.
They even mentioned something along the lines of, beforehand, if you needed a faceless enemy, you used Russians. And so, like, now they're using Chinese all the time, and they're basically saying, you know what, one of the articles I read, they said, some quote basically saying, like, we made all your products, we made your toys, we made your flags for how many years, and you guys decide to make this many games, and we're the bad guy in every single one of them. Enough. We're banning this game from our country.
Well,
So I don't know how I feel about it. In some form, they're kind of
if they want to be a superpower, then
that's
they
absolutely.
need to accept the
repercussions
of being a superpower.
Yeah.
But here's
Exactly.
the thing. I kind of think it's also a thing of, do you really want all your citizens playing a game that's about revolting? Like, do you really want to have that dinging around in their heads? Do you want to have that
They don't trust their citizens enough. Like, that's who
to
cares.
think that way? They don't want to have that inspiration rolling
but
around.
banning it is the wrong choice.
Yeah,
like,
because then it's just going to make them more interested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they just let it, then they'd be like, "Oh yeah, China's awesome. Why would I want to fuck with China? Like, I don't like it here. Like, they could let me play these American games, or I'm fucking rising up against my government." I don't know.
Poor Chinese can't play Battlefield 4.
They
sorry.
can play Battlefield 4. That's the problem. Is that they'll like it may be banned in China, but I mean, it's.
Sure, plenty of people
See,
still
I'm
play.
sure plenty of people are still being able to play it.
The rest of the news was Jay. Do you want to go over this?
What?
The last two articles and.
What? That was the last
That was
two.
the last.
Oh, those should be cleared out.
No, mine's not. You guys didn't see that?
No.
Oh.
No left.
You cleared it
Jay-
out. What did you
Jay,
clear
the
out,
last-
Jay?
The last two news was Jay to buy his girlfriend dinner today on his way home. And,
Oh.
and the last one was Jay scolded by friends to close Google Docs before leaving computer unattended. And I think it was really important that we cover these two stories. Okay, it's. I mean, we have a journalistic duty here.
Yeah, that's what you want to call it.
I guess
Duty.
I guess the No Man's Sky is I would consider news, but their office was flooded. So No Man's Sky is that was the
would
one.
be,
that
yeah.
Well, we have that in our games. It's coming through. It was in our next
you
list.
consider it a game? I mean,
That's
don't
more
care.
news.
Not
I'd
done.
say it's more news. I'd say that's
That actually is news, in my opinion.
yeah. So
From what I read.
yeah, No Man's Sky. They were the developers. We talked about them last week. The Star Citizen. Oh, Star Citizen.
Oh, here we go, man.
All right, so these guys were like them, except they had like the cool neon worlds, and they actually had a little bit more to show for it.
I'm pretty sure most of us remember what No Man's Sky is. It was pretty.
It
defining.
was a pretty big show stealer in a crap
VGX.
hell.
Oh, that's right, VGK. Yeah.
VGK.
Anyway,
VGX.
yeah,
VGX.
VGX now.
VGK was great. VGX.
VGK was your land.
Video
many
video
VGs.
video game kegger was awesome.
All
VGX was shit.
right, so is that that was the show stealer VGX. So their office got flooded, and apparently their insurance does not cover floods. So
So
It's
it's
shitty.
a problem.
that game is gonna have some problems,
Really shitty.
which really sucks because they're pretty far along. I was kind of excited to play
Well,
that.
hopefully they have some off-site backups. They were smart, and data recovery may not be too.
Yeah, but
They didn't announce anything as far as loss for game, but
no,
it didn't
I'm
look
sure
good.
they had. I'm sure the game.
They lost everything in the
But
office.
they lost everything in the office.
Absolutely, even their super powered water cooled PC. Ironic.
Irony.
All right,
That's
so
pretty bad.
more to the games.
Kingdom Come: Deliverance, a game based on realism in the medieval times.
Not realism, just an RPG on it. It's like Skyrim.
Historical accuracy.
That's all I'm thinking is it's another Skyrim with
And,
historical.
they
Well,
also
no,
kinda
'cause
did
they're
the same thing. They want
basically-
the
it's-
combat
No.
to be accurate. They're
I
trying
think
to
it
make
looks more like
realistic.
Chivalry.
Chivalry.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're basically saying no magic, no fantasy. This
Yeah.
is an RPG game. It's as historically accurate as possible.
Get your arm
Okay.
cut off, you're gonna die. I mean,
Did you read the articles?
I
this week?
did. I did.
Okay.
You know,
And I saw it, but all it was a
nice thing
trailer.
about studying.
No,
a
there's an
lot-
article attached to it, buddy. There's an article.
When you do it last minute, it's still fresh in your head.
Hyperlife Drifter.
Looked
No,
like a
Hyperlife.
cool.
that was a
It looked like
terrible
Zelda on ecstasy.
That's all right.
I mean, the movements looked amazing. The graphics were really cool when you
Hyper
did
Light
it with
Drifter.
that older style. Like, did you see the
Arcade.
attack movements
Mm,
and like the fluid motions of like battling? And it was really cool because I mean, it adds an extra dimension to it, but it's so slight. It's kind of reminds me of Futurama. When you do something right, you wouldn't notice that you did it at all. Like,
What?
like they did it really
Huh?
well.
huh?
Yeah, yeah,
That obscure reference.
yeah. I'm telling you, I'm just
That's
pulling it out of fucking nowhere. Just-
Episode 35
deep.
of season 4.
The season would only have like 18 episodes tops or 22 episodes tops.
Well, thank you, Jay, for consistency. I mean,
Thank you for clarifying that point.
you know,
HBO really only goes to about 10. That's why Game of
Depending on the
Thrones is
series,
like,
depending on the series.
oh my god, Game of Thrones, why are you only here for so long?
Well, they have hour-long
They're coming
episodes.
back soon.
I know, but it's only 10.
Coming back. Soon.
Sometimes it's more.
In either case,
And things have been.
Grand Theft Auto 5 PC coming in March. I don't buy this. This is
It's not official.
No.
it's like a random
This is-
person. It's a.
I don't have.
IT
We don't have any
guy
information, but what I know is it should be on the 5th. Like, who the fuck are you to say that? It's
there
from
was-
an Amazon employee.
Yeah. It seemed
Like-
like a bunch of
But
hype.
but it is possible that they do have the shipping dates that early. Now, if I went on my work, they do have like reports on game releases, and it's usually extended to about 3 or 4 months out. So technically, they could know about it.
And Amazon's always been the one to leak the date before
And-
anybody
and
else.
I
Yeah,
mean, no
but-
joke. It could have been like, but the thing is, that list isn't official. It gets pushed back.
Yeah,
Constantly.
it can always
It
be.
could always get pushed back.
Always be
So
pushed back.
if I was like an employee and someone asked, "Hey, do you know when this game's supposed to come out?" I can look on the list and go, "Right now it's scheduled for this date." So technically, it could be scheduled for March, but it could get pushed back.
You could look on yours.
I haven't checked. I don't work in electronics anymore.
Son of a bitch.
I don't give a flying heck.
Who wants to talk about Titanfall? Because I don't care about Titanfall right now.
You don't care about Titanfall?
Why do you not care about
Why don't you
Titanfall?
care about Titanfall?
I'm getting more and more excited about
Did you
Titanfall.
watch that trailer?
Robots. Robots. Dude,
So-
okay, you know what? You get a C in homework, okay? Because you might have done it.
You get a goddamn
but
C.
you got nothing
No,
out
it's
of it,
supposed to be
okay?
added afterwards because I didn't see it until now. I did go through the document, so you
That's
guys
why I thought we
know
should
what
sit
the
down and watch this.
Added afterwards. I added that.
It was really
2
cool.
days ago.
It's like selling you the robot. It was a cool little trailer, you know. give you
I
a
think
little
their
visual.
trailers are
Well,
excellent.
okay, no, this is,
not
I
just a
thought
show-off
there was
trailer,
just
they do
going to be
something with it.
one Atlas. Like, honestly, when I first heard about the game, I thought there was only going to be like one, and then like that was your like super move, and then you get to like run around the Atlas. But now it's like you have different Atlases that do different things. Now, do you choose which one you want to use at all times, or do you like choose like your preference, or do you like just like do something to unlock one, or do something to unlock the other?
You're talking about the different Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you can like have they announced like 2 or 3 of them, but now it's like a bunch of them. You know,
Or, like
and,
customize
Yeah,
it
yeah.
and mix and match.
and the trailer actually kind of reminded me of Star Citizen in a way.
Here we go.
Okay.
Really didn't remind you of like Mech Warrior or
The only reason
any
why-
other
any other
mech
fucking-
game?
Only reason why, no, in the style that the trailer was
Xenogears
done,
or-
they did it like the manufacturer type
Yeah.
thing. You know,
They
like
do
the
very
BMW
cinematic, yeah.
type commercial, like Anvil Electronics, blah blah blah. Like I think it was
Hammond Robotics.
Yeah, Hammer Robotics.
Hammond.
Robotics. Yeah,
It's like all,
they did
like,
a
elegant,
They did
too.
like a commercial
Right.
for the thing. That's what they
Like this is your
Yeah.
2100 and
Yeah.
everybody
Would you
could
like
possibly
to purchase
yeah.
the Atlas
Yeah.
1045
Yeah.
Yeah.
tri-millimeter guns.
So I like that. That was pretty cool. So as far as marketing,
It's a great marketing tool to have that sort of, because it doesn't cost them anything either to do that. They just hire some cool British sounding guy and they make it seem like it's a futuristic. You
just
can
get
buy
the
your
intern
own.
out of there
Yeah.
who was supposed to go to theater but couldn't live his dream, so now he's an intern.
Yeah.
So you just put him in front of a mic and
Yep.
make a trailer.
So Namco Bandai wants to have Dark Souls on mobile.
Yeah, they said no because
Not gonna
if
work.
you change the mechanics, it'll change the game.
It absolutely.
It
absolutely.
would. It totally would. But I do want to say that Knights of the Old Republic transferred very well. It was really cool how they did it, and yes, it did change the game, but it had enough purity to still have like that same, I don't know, what was like the same pace that I enjoyed about it. Like they didn't change it to the matter of like it really ruined the game. They changed it to just make it work. And if they did the same thing to Dark Souls, which is possible, yes, you are going to make adjustments, but as long as you don't really fuck with the game itself, I mean, you're using a different buttons.
No, because your reactions are very different.
That's true.
In Knights of the Old Republic, you can actually stop and go, okay, now I want to attack him here, how,
Yeah.
and this way. With Dark Souls, you're on your heels, you have to attack, or you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
If you're gonna try to dodge and you can't get that back swipe to work correctly, you're gonna die.
He's so
You
frustrated.
do anything,
You're gonna die.
you're gonna die.
Yeah.
How have you played?
You hit start.
I
you're
was
gonna die.
tempted, and then I died.
I started the game and I couldn't get out of it. I haven't even died yet. That's how bad I was at that game.
So no, Dark Souls, I absolutely 100% understand why it cannot be on mobile.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the response is there
The
in
response
touch.
is not there.
Like it wouldn't work in the way people wanted it to without it being a different game. Like at that point, it would have to be a separate mobile entity that just is from the Dark Souls IP.
That and I also
Either
don't
that or
think
kind of like followed not the same mechanics, but the similar kind of just obviously changed for mobile.
Again, it's changed for mobile.
Yeah,
So,
changed for
so
mobile.
we're not going to see a Dark Souls
No.
port.
I also don't think the
Ever.
same players who play Dark Souls are also playing a lot of mobile games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that could be a huge issue
Oh
too.
yeah.
You know.
Anyways,
Alan Wake to release a little extra content.
DLC, free DLC.
Yeah, bonus videos, visual explorations, graphic novels, soundtracks, and lost pages. Read more about the story.
Are you gonna play it?
I probably will. I'll probably look into it. I was really interested in the story of Alan Wake because it was always left so open that you have that room to grow, and like you just add little building blocks here and there, but they never answer enough questions to like ruin it. And I mean that's the whole thing. The whole thing is based around not answering questions, kind of in that like Lost manner.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite games. I mean, it added a completely different element to playing games because you're not fighting against monsters; you're fighting against shadows. I mean, you're using light as a weapon. It's really cool, and then at the same time, you still have to shoot them. And like it's fun. It's like the music was great in it in the way that it really like kind of built the combat up even more in your head because you would hear the music coming. Like, oh shit, oh god dang it, and then the fog would build around you, and you're like, I'm running, I'm getting out of here. Where's the light? Where's the light? Where's the light? And not a lot of games really have a different pace like that. And that's what I really enjoyed about it.
That was a good game. So I might play that too. I like Alan Wake.
Just to check it out.
Minecraft coming to the Wii U with a focus on the gamepad. Though Notch says that
He says no.
But what does Notch know? He doesn't work at Mojang, so
It's not his anymore, is it?
it's not his anymore.
Yeah.
That's,
So what does he care?
but like,
Is it?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean he is.
Does he have a share? I'm
I'm
sure he
sure
still
he
has a
does,
share.
but that doesn't mean he knows everything that goes on at the company that he doesn't work at.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
Why doesn't he work there anymore? I thought he still worked there.
no, he does. He does his own thing now. He's making
He's making a new game.
a
Okay.
couple new games.
Oh, that's
Scrolls, something
Oh,
else.
okay.
Whatever they called it now.
I mean, they haven't said anything they're going to do with the touchpad. You could do a lot. It would be kind of cool if you could control your inventory really quickly with it.
that would be really cool. To have
It'd be
on
fun.
with the
It'd
gamepad.
be something
like,
to
being
do
able
with
do
it.
stuff.
And,
It would
and
have
you're,
a
you're
lot of
appealing to the
potential.
generation that's really playing Minecraft right now. I mean, there's a surprisingly big crowd of younger kids playing Minecraft. I mean, it's simple.
Maybe it's just a rumor to
You just
try to
build.
get
That's
the,
all you
a lot of
fucking
games.
do. You build.
How do you tame a horse?
I think it's. I'm sorry, lost my thought.
No. Sorry.
Gamepad.
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 Gamepads.
Gamepad.
So I'm looking at this Star Trek,
Whoa.
Sins of
mod
a Solar Empire mod. Yeah.
for Sins of a
Did you
Solar
watch,
Empire.
did you watch any?
Holy
yeah.
fuck, do I want to play this?
Is that cool?
Oh my god, I want to install this right now.
I didn't see this. What is?
Sins of a Solar Empire mod with Star Trek. So like it changes the like. There's Klingons. There's Borg.
Yeah.
There's
To be
United
released,
Space
it was
Federation.
released
Of
the
the Federation,
25th
right.
of
Nice.
December, so it's already out.
Right, the beta's out.
Ship lists have already been finalized, so
It looks a
I
little
guess
bit
the
more
2009 and the
fast-paced
2013 movies
as far
are
as, like,
ignored
the
in the mod,
combat.
just for people who
I like
are worried
how
about the
much
Star
bigger
Trek.
the ships are. They're not like little tiny dots like in Sins.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for the video to load up here, but it's taking forever.
Yeah, so that yeah, that does look really good. Well, let's talk about Left 4 Dead 2 being free over the holiday.
Is that what crashed the servers? Because that was really
Yes.
frustrating, dude. Oh my
So-
gosh.
There's speculation behind this.
Yes,
I heard
there
about
is.
this, yeah.
Because, when Portal 2 came out, Portal was free for about 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
To get the fan base growing for Portal. So, do you think they're doing the same thing for Left 4 Dead 3?
Before the next level.
There also was not too long ago, in the past 6 to 9 months.
That dev list.
The
Left 4
dev
Dead 3
list.
is being made.
Yes,
It's
it's-
absolutely being
Obviously,
Yeah.
definitely. And
made. They had a dev list post that were saying, like, add
but is it going to be
entities to
on
Left
the
4 Dead
new
3.
source engine?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
No, it's
all that
Source
matters
2.
to me.
Source 2.
Oh, God, I can't wait.
That might just be like their flagship launch
Now,
for the Source
you think
engine.
Left 4 Dead 3 and Half-Life 3 and Portal 3.
I don't think we're in
Orange Box 2.
Portal 3.
Portal 3 will be sometime.
Portal 3 leaves sometime. That would be
I
awesome.
think
Orange
Portal
Box 2.
3, I'm hoping that they could do something
Well, they
really
did-
cool and integrate the Portal universe with the Half-Life universe.
Well, they did. They
already
there's
have-
definitely connections.
They already
You know,
have
what if-
made
what if-
connections.
what if
the
the
Aurora
ship-
Borealis?
Yeah, the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
That was a well,
Aperture
and
versus
Aperture versus
Black Mesa.
Yeah, I mean,
So
they,
it's
they
all
make
there.
hints and comments for it. You know you're going to be going toward an Aperture ship. I mean, what if you find Gladys?
Well,
I don't think you're going to go
Meh,
that far,
no.
but like little things like that. Or you find your own operating system, and now you actually have
So-
a whim of an operating system.
we would have now. They're also going to be having Black Mesa. Well, Black Mesa's already been available through Steam now.
Oh yeah. Black Mesa is now going to be on the new engine.
Yeah,
too.
the new Source engine as
You can
well.
buy it.
Supposedly.
Be redone with
They
the
said
Source
a
engine.
new engine, right?
I'm hoping it's Source 2.
It's gotta be the new Source engine.
Yeah, but how,
What
like,
else
why
would
would
it
they
be?
be like? Wouldn't they have to redo everything again?
I don't know. I don't know. Assets and all that may be able
Not-
to be taken over. It may their scripting may just need some updating, but everything would need to be looked at.
It could be why.
So
it's
it
been
maybe
a
it's just
year.
like, maybe it allows you to have like, oh yeah, we'll see. It'd be pretty awesome if you're able to just like, oh, let's pass it through the Source 2 conversion engine.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it looks like a next gen game now.
Hey, look,
Brand
it's
new
not-
game.
No, it's not the engine that limits it to being looking like a next gen thing. The Source engine can look really good. That's
It
not
has
a
its
problem.
limitations now.
Well, yeah, but it's nothing that's visually impairing it. I don't think it's added HDR. You remember looking in the wide.
Why are they making Source 2 then?
Because Source 2 just needs to have tessellations and integrations with OpenGL that is now going to be cross-compatible to Linux.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay.
So there's a lot that the back end of things that Source 2 is going to revolutionize. I don't think it's going to be a graphically superior engine. It'll handle more.
Oh, I think it's going to be graphically superior.
I think it's going to handle more mathematically, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
it can make things look better. We'll see.
That's why they make new engines, to make things look better.
Not all the time.
You're saying
To add features.
that
Yeah.
Valve is only making
Look
this
at
brand
the
new
Unity engine. Nothing looks good on the Unity engine.
Yeah, but the Unity engine is
But
built
people
for
love it.
simplicity.
Exactly.
But that's not the new Source
And you get
engine,
features in it.
Source 2 engine.
But Source
It
wasn't.
needs a graphical
Source
update.
A did look better, or Source did look better from the original Quake engine.
Yeah.
But its flagship features were always the physics
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
features.
I'm gonna go with graphics on this one because they already have the features. That's built off of the framework of the Source engine. They're still trying to emulate the physics that are in the Source engine.
There's
in
still
other
more.
games.
There's still more they can do, like with water simulation.
There's not been as good as physics in any in most modern games compared to the
and
Source
how
engine.
terrain is handled. There's a lot that can be upgraded.
Yeah, how big the skybox, how the skybox works, like how big the maps can be, because you can only have like those tiny old maps. You can't have giant fucking.
I don't know. The
fields.
Dota map's pretty fucking huge. The Dota maps are really big. It's like 4 or 5 like regular maps stitched together.
Really?
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 was free. Maybe hinting over towards that. And I guess there is a possible ARG going on with Team Fortress 2 called the quote-unquote Red Herring.
What?
Really?
Where does this news story come from?
I know. Well,
Where are you adding this? What
because
is
you
this?
follow links. When you
Where's
do your
that
homework,
link?
you
No,
follow
Where's that link?
Jay's
that
Deep down the rabbit hole.
hoarding
you just
news
go.
again so that he can be the only one to
What
talk
the
about
fuck, man? What is this red herring?
We'll talk about this next week. I'm waiting to see if
Explain it
anything
now.
actually comes through. No, because there's no real solid evidence. So we're gonna see.
Fucking goddamn.
it. What?
We're
Wait.
gonna see. We're gonna
So it
see.
might not even exist.
No, but there may be an ARG. We'll see.
I'm done with you.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Go ahead and go on to the next one.
I don't even know what the
Maybe
next
we
one. Oh, you don't know Jack.
You don't know Jack. Oh, I love
This
you,
is the only
Jack.
one.
This
You're
is
the only one that care
you
about
fucking
this.
care about.
Talk about it. You talk.
I know you can talk about. I know you know about this one now.
Well, they were saying someone asking if they were gonna break the international fucking thing on it, and I don't see what the I guess it was they wanted to take the have the ability to play with controllers on the PC version.
Oh, and they're just like
I guess I don't know.
something
but-
like that, and then they're just like, oh,
like
well,
we don't have
yeah.
control anymore. But they don't. By the time that was posted, when the game came out, they were still considered Jellyvision. Now they're Jackbox games.
Oh.
So they've changed their names, and they still own. I guess they still have the IP, but they don't own that game specifically. So they're going to come out with another Jack game,
Gotcha.
but they're going to start doing what they want with it.
That's awesome.
So we'll see. I'm curious.
So did you load up that trailer for your Sins mod?
I did. It looked pretty cool. I was really excited about that, and I think we really should play.
Okay.
The ships look really good. It's a mod that if you play Sins of a Solar Empire, I think you need Retribution for it. You should definitely check it out.
I have Retribution.
I think everybody should have Retribution.
It was on sale.
It was. If you don't have Retribution,
What are you
you're
doing?
a damn dirty person. Like Bird over there.
Anyways,
Dota 2 Year of the Horse, Chinese New Year. So they've asked requests from the community.
for
Content.
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 Concept. What
Horses.
about
Horses.
Horses.
The
This is
year
what
of the
some
horse.
horses.
So should you concentrate on like people like Coddle, Abaddon, horses, or do they want
Probably
Year of the
also,
Coddle.
I think
Like
they're just going to
custom
release like
custom
the
mounts?
best one as a custom mounts.
it's got to
Yeah.
be mounts, probably.
Mounts? Oh, mounts? I would say
Because, like,
couriers.
horse careers? No, well, I'm
probably
just
just
saying,
horses in general.
Yeah.
Anyone that
anything
rides a
related to
horse.
it. So it'll be
Or couriers.
So like let's say Chaos Knight, you got
Chaos
Abaddon, you got Coddle, you got
That'd be awesome if
Um,
you could turn Coddle into like Pai Mei.
wow.
Sorry.
Well, who else is there? Who else rides a horse? I mean, there has to be more than 4 characters to make this a viable option.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to say Omni Knight rides a horse, but he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. That'd be cool though.
Batten? No.
We said that.
No, did you?
Miranda rides a cat.
Yeah.
Luna rides a cat.
Disruptor rides a.
Do you think there's maybe it's just a new
Triceratops.
hero?
You got it right. That's no, because the next
horseman.
one, the next one's to come out. The farthest one in development right now, which is actually what I was gonna post, which I probably lost, so now I won't be able to find it. Shadow something. No.
Shadow something could ride a horse.
Shadow something on a horse.
On a horse.
Shadow something.
Shadow horse
the
rider.
horse.
He is the horse.
Look at us with our news. We don't have any links up. We don't know what we're
don't
talking
got
about.
shit.
Jay's watching his own
Are you
video.
watching hockey right now?
No.
Watching
Are
hockey.
You're watching hockey right now.
He's
No,
looking up
here.
his own personal news.
You wanna know about
that
that
we
fucking
don't know
ARG?
about it.
Oh yeah,
All right. So
I forgot about that.
Forgot you were even mad.
here is what was posted on Reddit by user ArchRuss. So okay, the message was be sure to drink your Jarot or Jarroot, and it was misspelled Jarrot.
Girardi?
Girardi. A nod, clever Easter egg of the classic film, a Christmas story. The only thing is Girardi isn't a thing, or Jarut isn't a thing, but Girardi is. It's not like this is something that would just get by someone making an Easter egg like on purpose. It's likely on purpose. We have a strange mix up with an A and U. Wait, AU is in TF2 Australian. On the board there are blueprints that look quite a bit like a rocket launch pad. Where else in TF2 do we see rocket launch pads? Doomsdays. So we've sent the rockets up before with Australian.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yada yada yada, and it's going through. And essentially it says that their thought at this point is that there may be a TF2 in space.
Huh.
So we'll see.
Huh.
All of this coming from what?
We'll see.
mis-
It's called the red herring.
misspelling-
That's what I'm very curious.
A misspelling on a post?
Yes.
But that's inside. Wait, a post on what? A post on
Like
Reddit.
a Christmas post on Team Fortress 2.
Gotcha.
Where they misspelled Girardi,
Yes.
and therefore...
Okay, now I figured it out.
Well, at least
Well, there's other things too in
There
game.
are other things that were going on, like blueprints that showed up on boards,
Okay.
like on the poster
and
boards
that's
and the
been
spawn areas.
led to other things before
Right.
as well.
Okay.
Right, when things appear on those poster boards, that's usually a sign of something may be going on.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
So back to Dota.
Dota now.
I found out what I was looking for. So Abyssal Underlord is the most completed hero right now.
Abyssal Underlord.
They have concept art. All they're missing is the hero portrait, the particles, and the minimap.
Pit Lord.
icon.
Pit Lord. Yeah.
Pit Lord.
I was gonna say Mac Theridin.
Yeah.
So after that, though, everybody else. I mean, Oracle has ability icons and hero textures, but that's it. And the only other one with hero textures is Phoenix. Techies does has concept art now, which is finally checked off because before the TI,
I always had
nothing was.
concept art.
No,
Everybody knew about his concept
Once
art.
it became popular, they finally had official concept
Everybody
art.
knew about the concept
Obviously, they always had it, but NPC hero entry is only on is also on Terrorblade.
Terrorblade.
Yeah, but they have the concept art for Abyssal Underlord. It's on Icebox blog. It actually kind of looks like a cockroach with a blade. It's really cool though.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this concept art before.
So, obviously not a horse. So I don't think it's going to have anything to do with the new hero release. But they have been staying on par. So, I mean, how long do you guys think it's going to be before the next hero? Do you think it's going to be a while? Do you think this project that they're doing right now is going to take up most of the time?
It'll be released
you
the
think
same time as the new update.
The new update.
Yeah.
You think so?
End of
Yeah,
the month.
bigger updates.
End of the month.
So you think by the end of January we'll have another hero?
I disagree.
I think by the end of January, I think that's gonna be. It'll be.
When do you think our next dry spell is going to be, though? Because we had a little bit of a dry spell, then all of a sudden we have 2 new heroes, a redone hero. Do you think we're going to get another hero in this month, and then we're going to have a little while before these rest of them are completed?
No, it's gonna be. They've kept a pretty like
Decent pace?
decent pace with
Yeah.
releasing new ones.
I mean, 3 months I think is the longest we've gone without a hero.
yeah. So
And after 3 months we got 2,
yeah,
including a huge update.
yeah.
So obviously they're working pretty
this
quickly.
next year, the horse will have a new hero.
Yeah. I don't know by January, but I mean they are. You can tell they're already putting in more material for new heroes, so they're working at it. I think Oracle's going to be the next one after the Pit Lord or whatever you want to call him.
Maybe they'll release a character that is a horse.
Dun dun dun! A new hero we never knew about. Horsicker. We already have a moon cow.
We do have a moon cow.
So we need a
Space
moon
cow.
horse. We need a
Space cow.
Space cow.
What else do we have this week?
I think that might be it.
I'm pulling it up again.
What have you guys been playing?
That's all I've got. Oh well, Bert gave me this awesome new game that I've been playing on my Xbox 360
Dead Rising 3.
called Dead Rising 3.
Oh,
Which
See, we
I've
did it.
played
We
a
came back
bit
to
of
it.
on
time.
the 360.
On the
One.
Sorry,
Xbox One.
oh, I think the bigger numbers. Sorry, PlayStation 4.
But you finally
is
have like an
superior to 3,
action
but-
game for your one, not just a driving game.
I do.
So
Yeah,
you have a different, an extra perspective.
oh yeah, totally different kind of game, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really really enjoying it. Seeing the large hordes of zombies and then just tearing them apart, like
Because they're
you know.
huge, like
It is.
overwhelmingly big things of zombies.
It is.
Like that's what we noticed when I had it over here when we were
Yeah.
playing. You actually kind of go like, "Oh shit, am I even going to be able to get through this?"
There are actually really large hordes. I haven't come across anybody like in online matchmaking yet.
Yeah.
But I haven't made it all that far. I've just kind of gotten myself out of the garage.
From what I found with online matchmaking, you'll be playing and then somebody just gets dropped in with you, and they play as one of the secondary characters if you're hosting.
Okay.
And then you just do missions and you both get credit for whatever each other do.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool in that fact of like, oh hey, this is going to add to this already for me.
So yeah, I've enjoyed it. The crafting is interesting. I thought it would be. I was curious to see how they're going to limit it and like what would craft with what. And
Well, did you see the upgrading system?
no.
Okay, so what happens with, and that's what we were looking at too. So as you get your ability points as you're leveling,
Right.
you're able to choose certain like categories of items.
Right.
So if I click this item, like let's say I want to be able to make anything that's toys. So instead of having that specific toy, any toy will now work for this build.
Oh, okay.
So you unlock
So you get
each
little perks out
category.
of them.
Yeah. So if I unlock just any type of car, and I don't have to have a certain type of truck to make that type of vehicle.
Okay.
So it's very progressive, and it makes it easier as you get farther. So at least you have that initial challenge, but you don't have to work too hard later when you're trying to concentrate on bigger things. And I thought that was a good way to. It was a good game. They did a good job with the pace. They did a good job. I haven't even finished it yet, but I enjoyed it. It's a game that you can take your time with, and you have a lot of options with. And it's really it's not open world, but it feels open, really open, because it's just so big.
Well, I
And
don't know.
you're
At
kept
some
in such a
point,
small space by your horde.
can we just meet up and start killing zombies together?
Yeah.
Is there a co-op to that? Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do
Okay.
that later. That'll be fun.
All right.
Just go to mass.
So that's about it. Other than that,
I've
we've
been
been playing
playing-
DayZ.
DayZ, yeah.
We've
I
been playing a
wanna talk
lot of
about that.
DayZ. Well, today we played some DayZ.
Yeah. Played a good hour for the three of us together.
Cody
Yeah,
probably
it's
died
actually
about
on right
3
there,
times.
So we could do a 4-man right now. So
I died way
Saying.
too many times, but that's like the best part about the game. Is like,
yeah,
even when you die, you're just like,
I haven't died yet. I have not
I've
died.
actually learned the controls.
I'm not gonna die.
you're just gonna be your young
People
Asian.
I'm gonna
He's-
be a
He's gonna
young
play
Asian
hardcore
woman.
Don't starve
Okay,
status.
That's what I was saying. I don't remember if you guys heard me, but it was very racist because when you're making your character, your skin colors are very dark, which is a black guy.
Yeah.
Pale, which is a white guy. Medium, which is an Asian guy, and dark, which is a Mexican guy. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting there going like, this is the most racist game character creation I've ever seen. Like, it doesn't even care.
You gotta go to South Park. That's how the skin tones are on
It is.
South Park.
No, it totally is. I just thought it was funny. It caught me off guard for a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I've had some good moments with the game. It's been tough, like running around and like trying to coordinate things, but
When you
the
work on a
interactions
group.
I've had with people in the real world is really interesting. It's like a nature's. I don't know.
It's almost like if you were in a
nature.
zombie apocalypse.
Honestly, like
Because you have people doing whatever they will do.
Yeah, they'll just
I had some guy will help you.
I had a guy yell at me from when I was inside a building. I just found a pistol, and he tells me to get out of the building, and I'm like, I don't want to come out of the building. And I just found the pistol. Just found it. I just found my pistol. And I had it out, and I was like, I started to walk down the stairs, and I kind of glitched, so I fell down, and like my back was to him as I like went down the stairs, and I turn around, and he's like, put down the pistol, and I'm like, no, fuck you, and I start trying to shoot it, and I just hear click, 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 yeah, completely empty, and then the guy's like, ha ha, fucking kills me. He wanted to get whatever I had. He was like, give me what you have. Fuck you, my pistol.
It does add a weird dynamic because you don't know what people are gonna do.
Well, I've had another guy that was like, he clearly had more stuff than me, and I've been bleeding and running for 5 miles.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, friendly, and like I was like, oh man, he's gonna help me. I can get a blood transfusion, and I can like, see better now. And of course, like he's like, he agreed to help me, but as soon as I like gave him my blood bag, a zombie came out and hit me, and because I had lost so much blood, I just died immediately. So
situations.
There's been, I don't know, Gabriel, what was it?
And you had a machine gun.
I had a machine gun on me too.
Yeah.
Let's hear about your first encounter.
I booted up the game for the very first time, fresh install, and I spawned in the southeast corner of the map by the island, and within 30 seconds, somebody else spawned right behind me, and I think he was pissed about where he spawned, and he just requested that I kill him. Right away, just started yelling at me. He's like, hey, can you come kill me? And I said, sure. And so I beat him to death with my fists.
All right.
And
off to a great start.
Smashed his head on the rocks.
Yeah, so
Golf clap.
Golf clap.
Been playing a good amount of DayZ.
I enjoy it though. It's fun. It's really starting off, and I'm almost having more fun with it in that basis of we're here when it's starting. We can see it grow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I got it too.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's why I paid the money for the early access.
Me
Well,
too.
it's cheaper than it's going to be cheaper than the
release.
game.
Yeah.
So why not? I guess
That'd be no
it's
problem
not going to
doing
be on sale until the new game's out for a while. So
Yeah.
might as well get it cheap now.
And the map's gonna be the same, so you might as well start learning it now because it's freaking gigantic.
Yeah, and the mod's just not as fun. I think this is much more fun than the mod is.
Yeah.
Mod is just frustrating. There's the frustration's still here, but it's out of the combat and out of some of the glitches. But
What was frustrating about the mod?
Getting into the game to play it, finding servers.
Yeah.
The menu system was still like Arma 2 menu system sometimes, and sometimes it would show a DayZ menu.
Mm.
Because they are making a standalone game, they're able to just like make the menu, make everything that they want without like dealing with Arma at all. And it that kind of cumbersome, like blocky feel to it is completely gone, and that's the biggest change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works.
So I've also been playing Brothers.
Yeah, tell me about that. I was looking at it and I was
Gabriel's got it for
debating
me.
it,
It's cool. It's really
Yeah.
like it's a mind fuck because your left thumb controls the blue brother, and then your right thumb controls the orange brother.
yeah, you're saying that.
And it's when all your and the only other controls are the triggers. And so like when you're like going up a hill, right? You have to like you have to like move both thumbs up and then like click and then click your thumb click your triggers down, click your triggers down, click your triggers down. And there's different puzzles that say, okay, the older brother has to, since he's stronger, has to like pull this lever. The younger brother,
specific ones
yeah,
for
like you have to use
specific
both of them to like get up onto ledges, and the younger brother goes up onto the ledge and has to like drop something down or do something else to get the other. And so you have sometimes these separations between the two characters, and it gets really kind of hairy with your mind because when you use there's never been a game where you're controlling two individual characters with each individual analog stick.
It's like splitting your brain.
It's really mindfucked. I'll have you guys play it. If you guys
I got it. So I'm gonna try to
Okay.
play it.
Did you try it with your keyboard and mouse at all?
No,
You can't. It
has to-
requires.
okay.
a
Requires,
controller.
Yeah, you have
I was
to play on a
curious about
you
controller.
have to do it with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have to
There's
with
no
a
way.
controller.
There's no way.
Without ruining anything, I read something about the ending to this game. So whenever you guys finish this, I want to hear what your opinion of the ending is.
Okay.
On this game.
Well, the beginning of the game is fucking. I'll tell you the beginning of the game because it's like the first scene is like you're the little brother and you see your mom drowning in the ocean.
Oh man.
And you like try to save her and she's like trying to grab on board and then she fucking drops and dies.
Oh god.
Wow.
And then the next scene, this is the very beginning of the game, so I'm not spoiling anything. The next scene, your brother comes out and is carrying your sick father who's just like fucking coughing up a lung.
Oh
And
god.
the point of the game is to try to find the water of life to try to save him. So
His mom's gone, but hey, maybe
No.
we can still save Dad.
By the impression of the beginning of the game, I don't think you're gonna succeed.
Yeah.
I think it's like,
He's
hey,
got
just
a
so you know,
terrible ending.
we're gonna show you watching your mom die now, so you can understand that all this trouble you're gonna go through. Yeah, well, sorry, screw you. You're not gonna win.
Yeah.
Like,
It's-
it's I like it though. That's really cool. That's really cool.
So I've been playing that. I don't think I've gotten something else new that I've been playing. I forgot what.
I have so much to play though from the Steam sale. Like it's awesome.
Oh yeah, what did you guys get from the Steam sale? What is the damage? Since this is the last one really until
DayZ,
Spring?
Spelunky.
We still have some Steam sales going through till the 3rd. So we
Okay.
can talk about it next week too.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Well, I already have a really long list. I actually picked up Alice Madness.
Oh, I did too.
Which I thought was really, really cool. I picked up Bioshock 2 because it was the only one I was missing because it wasn't on sale last time I tried to get it. I got Brutal
Boo,
Legends.
Wendy Testaburger. Boo.
I got Brutal Legends, Call of Duty Ghosts because it was on sale and I wanted it for PC if I was going to buy it at all.
Boo, Wendy Testaburger. Boo.
DayZ,
Boo.
Display Fusion because I can finally have different backgrounds. I'm so happy about that.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah, Hotline Miami.
That's
Far
what I'm
Cry
excited
3 because I was really excited about finally being able to fucking play that game. I got Hitman Absolution, which I'm really excited to. Killing Floor because it looked brutal.
You got way too many games.
Jesus,
I'm not even
man.
done yet, okay? I ended up getting the Mass Effect pack.
Here, I'm looking at the M's.
Max Payne 3.
Jesus, you're never gonna play all these.
Resident Evil 6, Saints Row 4. I had a lot of Steam gift cards to get through. Sniper 2, Spelunky because that was really good. Let's see, I already had all the Star Wars from last hell. State of Decay, Super Hexagon.
If you beat every one of those games before
Walking
the
Dead.
next summer sale, I will fund your summer sale for you.
Oh, shit.
That's
you hear
an
that?
awesome challenge, actually.
All of the games to 100% completion.
That's not even all the ones I have.
Wait, is
That's
that-
just only
wait,
the ones
wait,
I
wait,
have.
is
And
that-
all the ones you bought.
For this sale.
Including
From the
Spelunky.
100% completion.
100% completion.
Yes.
I'd have to look into.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna fund your summer sale on an easy bet. Come on.
Well, I mean, so Bioshock 2, that'd be an easy one to get 100%. But I'm trying to like think of like having to get 100% on Call of Duty Ghosts would be a bitch because of the multiplayer. But
You mean 100% achievements too?
No. Just beat the whole game.
Just beat the whole game.
All
Call of Duty
the-
Ghosts is
yes.
4 hours, so no problem. You can do that in an afternoon.
We'll look into this, and we'll actually maybe write this out. And this would be a really
talk
fun
about
challenge.
this more.
And this could be an ongoing challenge that we could kind of update on.
Curious, yes.
So, well, I like this idea. This is gonna be fun. I don't even know if
You
I'll
have
make
to
it
play
really
those
fun.
games anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So let's
I've
add
been
a
trying to
little
schedule
fun
myself
to
play
it.
games.
We'll add a bar on the
Let's see.
website. It'll be progression.
Okay, onto the website. Anyways, is that it?
That's all I got.
We all done?
I'm done.
I think we're done.
Okay.
And a
Maybe
Merry
we go play
Christmas.
some DC. Let's go get killed by some zombies.
Okay.
Die.
Okay.
Press the button. Not that button.
Yeah,
The other
wrong
button.
button every
The
single.
back button.
Those
Wow.
aren't even.
That's like